Greetings, U.S. history students. This video clip will explain how to copy a Google Docs so you can edit it and make it your own, as well as how to use tab resize to have two screens going at once and more easily follow both, as well as reply to something as you're going along. Okay, so the assignment for Monday will be to read Topic 7, Lesson 7, Social Issues of the 1950s. On your links, on the one I gave you, it's updated. It has the early Cold War 1950s packet, and looks like it's on page 2, right at the top. So go ahead and open that one. I'm the owner, I can edit it, but you don't have editing options because you're not the owner. However, if you made a copy, you could become an owner of the copy. So go ahead and make a copy. Choose the file drop down and then select make a copy. You should get something like this, copy of early Cold War and 1950s literacy guide. I'll go ahead and change that. The copy of language, I always think it's a little wonky, but go ahead and put a dash and then put your full name. I'll just write Mr. Smith. I would not share it with the same people. You don't need to share with the same people I did. I wouldn't copy the comments and suggestions. I just drop it into my drive. And now if I ever open Google, I'm going to have this doc and I'm going to be able to edit it. I'm going to know I've done it because if I look up here on the top left, it now has my name. It gives me choices to edit. I would make sure it's on editing mode. That means I know I could change it. Okay, so our task today is to do topic 7, lesson 7. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Control F. I'm going to type in topic 7, lesson 7, which should get me to the right page, which is page, what is this, 14? Yeah, it's 14 of 25. Now you may have a hard copy, and on this one might be fine to go ahead and just write your answers by hand on there. But this can become problematic because next unit, I'm not gonna give you a hard copy of the packet because it's just not tenable to make all the packets remotely. So we need a way to do this digitally, and there is an option for this. Go ahead and open a new tab and type in the words Chrome extension store. Should give you Chrome Web, something like this. Go ahead and select it. And once you get Chrome Web Store at the top, you're in the right place. The one we're looking for is an extension called Tab Resize, which will allow you to split your screen more easily. Go ahead and type in the search store box, Tab Resize. And you should find the words Tab Resize and the diagonal arrows. Mine says rate it because I've already added it to my Chrome. Yours should say add to Chrome. Go ahead and select add to Chrome at this time and press pause. After it completes the process and your little icon is next to your URL, like mine is here, hit pause again and continue with this video clip. Okay, hopefully that was long enough. Go back to your original document and go ahead and select Tab Resize at this time. It gives a few options. I tried 1x2. I don't really like vertical that much this way, so let's try the 2x1. If you decide you really like the 2x1 better, go for it. I personally did not. I would make this a little smaller now, and I would make it the size I wanted. And it'd be something just like this. Now I can go ahead and type in my answers. My first answer is going to be, I need to complete each task. I'd be typing in the reading question. What is the most important social issue of the 1950s? And then on the new tab, I'm going to want to open up my textbook. So how do I do that? I go through Clever. And when you're processing just one screen and you're not having to type anything, go ahead and make it big like I just did. And then it's the same process for loading up like normal, even when you're at home. And if you've logged into google.org, this should not be a problem. Let's go ahead and select it. It seems mine's taking a while to load. Once it loads, Pearson Realize should be on the right here. And you should see an icon of the Capitol building in the background. Choose it. You should only have one choice. I have two because I teach 2 history classes with this website. Choose topic 7 and choose lesson 7. Then choose the e-text. Looks like a little book icon. Then look at the heading, Social Issues of the 1950s. Go ahead and choose the restore down. That should make your split screen more functional again. Double check the social issues of the 1950s matches the packet title. So make sure you're reading the right section. It does, so I'm good. Now I'll go ahead and open this. First thing I'm looking for is my 3 terms. Once I get to that, I'll pause again, change the sizing, and go ahead and do it. Okay, first thing I'll do, I'll read the caption. So we have long-term poverty in West Virginia. Here's our objectives. I read those. Summarize the critics. Look at the causes and effects of poverty. Explain problems for minorities. Okay, here are my terms: beatniks, urban renewal, termination policy, rock and roll, Elvis Presley. I generally like to focus on the ones I don't know about. Beatniks, I do know about it, but I'll pretend I didn't. And I'll scroll down to make sure I can see it. And then I'll come back here into the terms. Now I can see both. Let's see, let's go with the dash. Beatniks. It's always advisable whenever you're doing a definition, if you want to remember it better, change the words a little bit. Being small groups for writers. So I'll just go small group of 1950s, early 1960s writers who criticize, it's a typo, U.S. policy, U.S. society. If I was doing this, I would go ahead and do all 3. Then I would go forward. Notice there's no row going back. If you want to undo the underlining because it bothers you, go ahead. If you don't care, don't. I don't care. We may or not be turning this in. I think this first one, we're going to go through the whole process and then see how it goes. Okay. So then go ahead and click back on the book. Choose the other 3, then launch your video. Watch your video. And then finish it. I would go ahead and watch the whole video if I was doing it normally. And I click out. and I choose next and read the next page. Before I started reading, I would look at the questions. Okay, what am I looking for? Novels, films, Presley. So you can look at them both when you're typing, but then you can go full screen when you're reading the whole thing. And that's what I do. I don't care if when you're reading, you press play or you just read it, but do read it all. And it'll have a bigger impact on your performance. Looks like the novels are here. And just go through the whole process. But this time, instead of doing it all, you're going to only do 1 through 12, and you're going to skip question 13 because we're doing a lesser amount of work. And that's it for this video. I hope this helped you learn how to make a copy of a document and how to use tab resize to split your screen effectively. Hope it helps. Let me know if you have questions on this by sending me an email to tsmith@low.usd.net. Take care.